ice like tonight?
Yeah, I think just sticking with it. Obviously, it's a game of a few mistakes, and we know what their pedigree is all about, how well they play as a team, and how structurally sound they are, how hard they compete, and obviously a lot of skill, a lot of depth, different elements they bring. So it was a really good test, and it's obviously a tight battle for the division. So I think just the way you stay with your game, keep trusting what you're doing, and earning your opportunities, and breaking through, and obviously putting yourself in a good spot in the third period.
John, what does it mean to officially know you're in the playoffs again?
Yeah, I think it's always recognized. It's a long grind. It's a special thing to play for the Stanley Cup. So we're excited to have the opportunity to again earn our ticket there, and obviously continue to work to finish as high as we can and make the most of the opportunity.
This one, the win mean a little bit more arguably the third unfolded, John? You guys think that?
Whatever the game is going to present, we're just going to continue to play. But no doubt, it's obviously a tight hockey game. Playoff-like with the amount of room and space out there, and how territory, just fighting for so much territory, and a few inches of ice just to create some, trying to look to create something offensively, and obviously sustain momentum, sustain play, and just continue to try to wear your opponent down. I think that's playoff hockey. Sticking with it and finding your way through, especially against them, and what they're all about and what they've accomplished is no doubt we've got to build on it and understand that's what it takes and more.
Your process never changes, John, but I'm wondering when the puck goes in as frequently as it has been for you lately, what that does for your confidence.
I obviously it always feels good to contribute, to score, to put the puck in the net, but I don't try to get too down or get too high. Obviously enjoy it. Know it's helping the team, but continue to focus on playing well and not try to get too caught up in all that. I think just trying to execute and play well day after day, game after game. It's really boring, but it's I think putting me in a good spot. I think mentally, and just how you want to continue to get better and approach things and continue to make an impact and contribute. So obviously great job by Bobby staying on the puck there and really giving me a really good pass, really just zipped it over hard. So I just had to redirect it. So great play by my line mates.
John, knowing how tough the road is in the playoffs, how much of a point of emphasis is the division this year? Finishing first.
It's not something that gets talked about every second of every day, but I think your goal is to go out there and play and win every game you play. So I think that the objective of trying to finish as high as you can, and we know how difficult our division is, how difficult this league is. To do that is put you in a good spot, earn home ice, all those sorts of things. So I think we just been really good on trying to be really small with our focus and just approaching each day one at a time. It's like I said, it's boring and cliche, but I just like the attitude and the focus of the group, and when things don't go well or play a slip, just recognizing that and working to get back to our standard and the way we need to play consistently. So, obviously you'd love to earn that.
Considering the history here, John, and knowing what the game means tonight to win, to see your big guys all come through with huge plays, willing to use for the goal. Mitch, Austin to Mitch for the goal. That's what you guys have been looking for forever, really.
Yeah, obviously we want to step up and make plays, obviously contribute, but it's the details and the consistency of your game and not getting away from it just to find a way to make a play or score a goal. I think earning that through the process of our identity and our game is extremely important, and you just kind of got to stay with it and work for your opportunities and win those small battles. Or it's a game of inches, like I said, and then when you get those opportunities, obviously to make most of them and check really well, be good in all areas. And I think there's a lot of belief in individually, but amongst one another that to create the opportunities and finish them off.
What about the game that Anthony had against his former team?
Yeah, he's been phenomenal all year, and he's got a little bit of a laid-back personality, but his intensity once he puts those pads on is pretty incredible, and the way he's barking and talking out there and into the game. And obviously you see the competitiveness, the way he fights for pucks, and the athleticism of a big guy, and how much he challenged shooters, and I think just enjoys the battle, enjoys the competition, and urges his teammates on. He's been phenomenal for us all year.
How would you describe the significance of the win tonight?
Yeah, I mean, down the stretch here, we kind of know what's at stake, and I think our goal is to win the division and get home ice advantage. And this is a team, more likely than not, if we want to accomplish what we want to accomplish, that we're going to have to run into in the playoffs. So I think just being able to match them for 60 minutes and kind of take over in the third and score some timely goals and then shut it down towards the end, I think was huge for us, huge for our confidence. They're a hell of a team over there, so I think just to start 60-minute effort tonight was key for that.
What do you like about your game, getting a win against your old team, out-dueling Sergei in a great matchup within the game as well?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, my job's to stop the puck, and you look down and he's making save after save, so I kind of knew that you have to dial it in, but it's gonna be like that every night. As we get closer and closer to playoffs, teams are gonna teams that are fighting for position, their goalies are going to be on, and you're going to have to match them. And I'm up to that challenge, and I felt really good tonight. But kudos to our guys for committing and sacrificing their bodies, blocking shots, kind of not letting them get too many second chance opportunities. I know I kicked out a couple of rebounds there, but the guys did a hell of a job in front of me tonight.
What did you see on the save you made with your left toe on AJ Greer about a minute before you guys took the lead?
Yeah, just trying to get over and try to get anything I can. Like I said, they're a skilled team and they can move the puck really well, and sometimes you just need that timely save just to change momentum and give our team a chance to go down and take a 2-goal advantage there.
How important was it to get through the second period? You guys seeing that the game might have been getting away from you, but you guys kept in there.
Yeah, I think for sure, just being able to kind of weather the storm. You're going to have periods like that. I think every team right now is going to play that playoff style. So I think for us to be able to go out there, weather the storm, and really not give them too many I think high quality chances. There's a lot of pucks from the side of the net that were thrown, or from the side of the boards thrown to the front, and they were just looking for tips and rebounds. So I think that you just have to hold your ground and just battle it out, chip it out, and live to fight another day.
Anthony, you've been in a championship locker room. What's the hunger level like in this locker room, and what do you say with your big guys really stepping up tonight in a big moment?
Yeah, I think that's key. I think that they're going to be our horses, and they're going to have to lead, offensively and defensively. I think, for us to go far, those guys are going to have to commit to a 200-foot game, and I think right now we're doing a hell of a job of that. And, when they're going, everyone else follows suit. So it's exciting to see for sure, and, I think the way we're playing right now, it's trending in the right direction, but there's obviously room for improvement. And, I think at the end of the day here, we want to keep getting better and better over the last 7 or 8 games here and, hit the ground running come playoff time.
It was a span of about 15 seconds where late in the game, Mitch Marner, I think, was almost like a jump ball from puck. He jumped up and got it, and then he got down on his feet, and he wound up getting the puck again. It was almost like he was playing 3 positions at once to try and get the puck out of your zone. When you see a guy doing that kind of thing, it's almost beyond what you would expect a player to do.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, to win games, that's the kind of commitment that you're going to need. You have to do anything it takes to get that puck out, anything it takes to get in the lane and block a shot. I mean, that's a sacrifice that we're going to need come playoff time, and that's what championship teams do. So, like I said, I think it's a great thing that right now we're doing all the right things, and I just think right now the consistency for us, we just have to make sure that we improve on the little things that we need to. But I mean, right now we're playing really, really, really well. So I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the boys right now.
Like about the performance here tonight?
That we just stuck with it. I don't know what the scoring chances were, but it seemed like a kind of a low event game. Not a lot of space out there, just kind of grinded away. I thought we had a good first. I don't think we had the best second, but like I said, stuck with it.
What worked well for your line in the third there, Mitch?
Sorry?
What worked well for your line in the third? Felt like you guys took it up on?
Yeah, well, I think just every line. I think we were changing well as a unit. We're getting guys off and getting fresh guys out there. We're able to sustain some serious pressure. For us, I think we're just winning battles down low, making plays, and not forcing anything as well.
What does it mean to clinch with still a little chunk left in the season, Mitch?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, that's the goal at the start of the year. So, that's great. We got to finish out these games, though. Still a lot on the line.
What did you make of the play that Austin was able to make to retrieve his own rebound and set up your goal?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, obviously what he does with his body, he can put himself in great spots to get second opportunities. For me, I just tried to find a quiet area, and luckily enough he was able to find me. I was able to get it on and off.
John described Anthony as laid back, but also intense. What do you find about the goalie, his personality, that makes him a good goalie?
I mean, yeah, it's a pretty good way to say it, I'd say. I think he's one of the most vocal goalies I've ever had, which is great. He lets you know where guys are on the ice, penalty kill, even strength-wise, even up ice-wise. So that's what you want from your goalie. You want him to, be letting you know where guys are. Obviously, he can handle the puck very well. You're comfortable when he gets it on his stick that he can make a play. So, he's been great for us all year.
I'm not sure if it was your final shift or not, but you jumped up and batted one out in the air, and then you fell down and knocked it down the ice while you were out there. It was almost like you were all over the place, up and down. What's that feel like when you're doing that late in the game to really make plays to win the game for us?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to get the puck out of our zone. Obviously that's kind of the goal, is just get it over that blue line. So all 6 guys have to get back, and you kind of get a second to recover. So I was trying to just do that. Unlucky, just hit it a little too hard to an icing, but I think you see it. All 5 guys out there are trying to do whatever they can to get that puck out of the zone.
What did you see in the setup to Knies, or what ended up being the game win?
Just saw Knies kind of break it to the middle. Kind of just gave it a second or two to develop to try to really get behind that D-man, and just tried to make a pass towards him that would go obviously through the one stick and kind of land on his. And luckily enough, it worked out again, and it was a great move by him.
What did you see on the play that led to your goal there?
Saw some space behind their D. I was screaming for it from Mitch, and he made an incredible pass. I was honestly lucky that it landed right on my stick. I was trying to kind of, bat it out of the air, but it perfectly landed on there. And I saw he was going for a poke check and tried to go 5-hole, to be honest, but fortunately went in. So,
what's this win mean?
It's a lot, Obviously we kind of owe it to those guys, So it feels good in this locker room. We're just going to try to keep that juice for the rest of the regular season here.
What did you like about how you guys approached this game, where it didn't seem like a lot was happening early in the game, but you just found a way to break through at the crucial time?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it's never really a high-scoring game between us two, and I think we were patient, we were resilient. I think. Them playing on a back-to-back, we just had to be patient and wait for them to make mistakes, and I think that's kind of what we did, and we capitalized on them.
What do you like about Anthony Stolarz' personality? What makes him good?
I don't know. I think he's kind of ruthless back there. He gets screaming and yelling at us, but I think it just makes him play better. I think he's extremely motivated and wants to win really bad.
What was going through your mind after you scored? Like, it's such a big moment, you're celebrating, and it was kind of weird. The music stopped, the linesman was down, Jake was there. Like, what were you thinking?
I didn't see any of the play, so I just assumed they collided, and I was just hoping they were okay. I didn't really want to go on and celebrate. If 2 guys like that are down. So I was unsure what happened there.
What did it mean to the group when you have the big guys just really rolling like they were tonight, and also doing the stuff the job in the defensive zone in a big game like this? So your leaders leading.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously lead by example, and we need them to do that. You saw in the last, minute and a half, they stay out there and kill it and put it along the wall at the very end of the game. So it's important for those guys to do that kind of thing and step up for us. It's fun to watch, to be honest. It's really cool for them to do stuff like that, the not pretty stuff.
Austin was talking about Tavares having maybe a little extra pop since the Four Nations break coming back. Like, what are you picking up from him lately?
I mean, everything seems to be going in for him, right? I think he's getting to the right spots, getting to the right areas, putting things on net. But I think he's still doing the little things right, like winning draws and getting the puck in. He's been terrific for us, and he's going to be a huge part of this when we get in the playoffs here.
What did you like about your team tonight?
Well, I mean, it was a battle, right? I mean, I thought that first period was really good. I think we came out, did what we wanted to do. Second period, I thought they made a push. We hung on and battled through that. In the third period, we were better again. We were on our toes playing, and we ended up getting the lead and closed the game out. But overall, I think it's just the type of hockey that we knew we had to play against Florida. I mean, there's no room. So, you got to fight for space. You're skating, and it's a lot of stuff around your net, and it's just winning battles, winning puck battles constantly. It's just like chipping pucks out, chipping them in. I mean, there's just no room. So, but I think our team stuck with it and did a good job of that.
You were saying that Anthony Stolarz is really laid back off the ice, but really intense on the ice. I wonder what your take on Anthony is.
Yeah, I would say he's a very personable guy off the ice, and great guy, good to talk to and stuff. But on the ice, he's pretty intense. I've heard him a few times. Not too happy about things, which is fine. He's fiery, which is good. You like that fire.
How important tonight was getting through the second period and then having your big guys make seemingly all of the big plays to win the game?
No, they came through in the third for sure. They stepped up their game, I thought, in the third. But it's going to be that's an important period, the second, because that's going to happen, right? Teams are going to make pushes, and you got to get through it without getting scarred too much, and I thought we did that in the second period. Goalie made saves, but like for me, when I watch it, and I'll watch it again, but live, the net front was key. We were hard around our net. We didn't give up the second and third chances. Yeah, they got a chance, but we were right at the net with numbers and competed there, and that's important.
Craig, John's already equaled his second highest goal total as a Leaf. He's got plenty of games to go. It feels like he's kind of turned back the clock this year. And what's it been like as a coach, just sort of seeing him have such a good year?
Yeah, obviously for me to be able to coach him. As a coach, you love a player like that. You love the professionalism and the mindset he has day in and day out. He's almost like having another coach around just to ask him things and, what his thoughts are and things like that. But, when I watch John, it's just the preparation daily. It never changes. It's always this routine and allows him to be successful at a later age in life.
Howard McCabe and Camp.
Pardon me?
Howard McCabe and Camp.
I got no updates right now on injuries. Sorry, guys. I haven't even talked to anybody yet about that.
It's all about, it's all about the team making the playoffs, but what personal satisfaction do you take taking yet another team, third team, to make the playoffs?
Yeah, no, it's great. Like I've talked before, to be able to coach the Toronto Maple Leafs is a real thrill, an opportunity for me. And like I've said a number of times to you guys, it's been great. I mean, love working with the players we got here, the staff, the organization in general, and it's hard to make playoffs. It's tight. It's a tough league, but our team, I think, has played very consistent this year and did a real good job of changing their style of play and playing a certain way and adapting to it over time. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a while. But they've learned to figure it out with the different areas of the game, the scoring and things like that. And it's been a pleasure.
To your point about the big guys, I mean, Mitch scores a big goal, sets up Knies with that pass. But at the end, and you had this with a lot of your skill guys in St. Louis when it's crunch time, you see him jumping up, you see him diving to get a puck out of the zone. Is that the type of buy-in that you're looking for?
Well, for sure. I mean, they're not there just to score. They're there to play 200 feet of hockey, whether it's, penalty killing, protecting a lead, just playing good defense. You need that from everybody. Everybody. Doesn't matter who it is. You guys need to be bought into sacrificing to play the other side of the puck.
When did you know Barkov wasn't going to be playing, and how much of a curveball is that like to deal with before a game?
Just in warm-up. It's not a curveball. I mean, he's a great player. I mean, he's not playing tonight. We all know how good he is, so it was an opportunity for us to maybe take advantage of him not playing. But at the same time, I don't look at it when, a star player is not playing on on the other side because we've missed our star for a number of games this year and won hockey games. So players step up and, on the other team, I knew that. There was no reason to discuss it and take a different approach to the game because he's not playing.
Greg, you know how hard the road is. How important is finishing first in the division, knowing how tough this division is?
Well, it's not the end to be all, but look, we're just going to focus on Columbus on Saturday night. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not really looking farther than that. Try to get 2 points. We're going to work to get the 2 points on Saturday night and just take it from there and worry about the next game. I mean, yeah, first place in your division would be great, but that's a ways away yet.